With the last tutorial that we did, we just added a new button to our page using shortcode that came with the theme. But I want to show you another way to add a link inside of your page, inside some of your content. Okay, so here for this page, you'll see that we have 3 columns worth of content. And we're using shortcode, and the shortcode is coming from the theme, and the shortcode allows us to manipulate the content, but it renders differently on the actual live page than what we see here in the content area. So this is our first column right here, 1/3. This is our second column of content and our last column of content here. And you'll notice here in the first column that we have a button shortcode that we're using. And I want to go ahead and I'm going to take some of my content, and again this is just placeholder content, so there's nothing, this is not some foreign dialect right here, this is just some placeholder text. What I want to do is just go ahead and I'm actually going to add a new line of text here, so I'll say click here to visit a new page. Okay, so what I want to do with this one is I'm just going to add a simple link to this text. So what I want to do is I'm going to just click and highlight, got to get the whole thing, click and highlight my text here. This little button right up here looks like a little chain. Well, it looks like a little chain link is actually where I'm going to assign a link to this text here. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and it will ask me what is the link URL? What's the address that I want to go to? Well, I can come back over here. If there's a specific page that I want to use on the web, I can just come up here, highlight the full address, including the HTTP, copy that, go back over here to my specials page, and we already have the text highlighted that we are going to assign the link to. So I'll just go ahead and paste the link right here, and you can see link URL, full HTTP, and google.com. That all looks good, and I'll go ahead and click insert. Now you can see that my text has actually changed a little bit. It's underlined because the web page knows that this is an actual link that people can click on. So let me do a quick preview. Pull this down, and we'll see, click here to visit a new page. Now of course this looks a little bit different than what we see here, and the reason is because this theme, again this theme is specific and has specific instructions on how to render links, and on this particular theme it's showing us that the link is not underlined. And again, that's a coding thing, a preference thing that you can turn on or off, and that's just why it looks a little bit different. But it is a link. You can see when we mouse over it, our cursor changes to a little hand, and if I do click on it, yes, I do go to google.com, and that's the website that we assigned to that link. One thing that you might want to do, just as a preference, just to make it a little bit more obvious, sometimes I will go ahead and highlight a link and I'll go ahead and add bold. So whenever I preview it now, I'm not sure if I close my preview page, there it is. When I preview now, I can see that my link is actually a little bit bolder and maybe a little bit easier to read. And again, whenever I click on it, it goes to google.com just like we had before. Everything looks good, so I'll click update. Again, that saves and publishes live the changes that I've made. And it's almost there. And I'm going to go over here to our actual live page. I'll click refresh. And here's the link that we put in. And yes, it is working.